And now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. In more election news today, the Jonesboro mayoral race mail-in ballots were recounted. As NBC 10's Sydney Lane tells us, the original election shows a 20-vote difference between those candidates.
After last week's election in Jonesboro and the mayor's race being only a 20-vote difference, incumbent Leslie Thompson asked for a recount. That took place on Tuesday at the Jackson Parish Courthouse.
This is probably the closest margin that we've had as far as an outcome of an election goes. So, and because of the seriousness of the outcome, the impact that it could have on the town, we wanted to make sure that the numbers were all recorded correctly.
We asked Thompson if he would concede the race after the recount of the mail-in ballots Tuesday showed no changes in the results.
If there's enough votes to contest, if there's anything that would bring us to a legal contention, we would want to utilize that avenue. At this point, we can't concede until we've been able to do everything that the law affords us the right to do.
We also spoke to Mayor-elect Spike Harris to get his thoughts.
One, I feel good, of course. It came out just the way that the original election came in. And I feel like that Mayor Thompson did what was well within his rights to do. Hopefully we can work together on a smooth transition. I'm putting my transition team together now as we speak. And, we can go in and kind of change the direction in which way Jonesboro is going. So I'm looking forward to it.
We will keep you updated on this story at myarklamiss.com. Reporting in Jonesboro, for your Ark-La-Miss news source, I'm Sydney Lane.
Well, the West Monroe City Council passes an ordinance which requires carbon monoxide detectors to be installed in rental units starting next year. NBC 10's Valerie Moravi was at the meeting and has those details.
The passing of the ordinance comes after the bill Louisiana Legislature Act 458 passed in the 2022 legislative session. The act applies to any rental unit or home sold or leased after January 1st of 2023 and requires at least one carbon monoxide detector in the home. West Monroe Fire Chief Charlie Simmons says it was crucial to approve the addition of carbon monoxide detectors in homes for the safety of our community.
Carbon monoxide detectors are very important, especially in homes where there's gas appliances. It's something that it's actually a state law. Basically, our ordinance is just matching that. In case there is a spot somewhere within that law where it's not required, we're going to make sure that we do require them for safety purposes.
Simmons suggests buying at least one affordable carbon monoxide detector on the combination units.
You don't have to have as many carbon monoxide detectors in your home as you would smoke alarms, sleeping areas, things like that. As long as you have at least one carbon monoxide detector per level. In other words, if you're a multi-story home, you may want to have more than one, but other than that, one will typically do the job.
A landlord will be responsible for installing one in a property up for lease. The law also says that any home that has a generator installed after the new year must have a carbon monoxide detector. Reporting in West Monroe
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather from the most experienced meteorologist in the Ark-La-Miss, Jared Floyd.
Daytime highs today in the mid-50s under mostly sunny skies. Don't be surprised if you see a touch more in the way of cloud cover through the afternoon and into the early evening, but then skies should clear back out as we head through the overnight. Winds will stay out of the north 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, a few lingering clouds tonight as lows fall to near the freezing mark, but we do expect skies to clear out pretty quickly as we head through the overnight. Still pretty chilly night across the region, so make sure you plan accordingly. And those overnight lows are not doing us a whole lot of favors over the next 7 days. In fact, we look for most locations to see the freezing mark or at least close to it for morning lows for the rest of the week. Daytime highs will stay in the low to mid-50s and sunny to mostly sunny skies expected through the rest of the work week. As we head toward the weekend and the first of next week, we will start to see somewhat of a return flow of moisture, but it doesn't necessarily signify rain chances. High temperatures will climb back into the mid to upper 50s, maybe to near 60 degrees, and we could also entertain some rain chances right around the big travel days surrounding Thanksgiving. That's not a foregone conclusion, but that's probably the earliest we could see rainfall return to the area. And with that, overnight lows will also start to gradually climb back into the mid to upper 30s. But in the short term, for any plans that you have over the next couple of days, smooth sailing, especially for football games.